All right. Welcome to episode number 52, guys. Today, we will go ahead and continue from wherever we left over yesterday. So, and feel free to ask any questions if you have, okay? So, while I'm doing that, I also want to make sure that my audio is good. So, I believe if you don't hear me, please let me know in the chat session and we will go from there. All right. So on that note, so what I'm going to also do is I just want to make sure that you guys are hearing me okay. And the other thing also, in the meantime, I also want to make sure that you guys are good to go there. And I believe, hopefully, you guys are looking good there. And all right, so a lot of fun stuff today. So we will go ahead and continue. Okay, so since yesterday, let me go ahead and overview whatever we did yesterday. If you are completely new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. That will also help me to grow and my channel as well. So in the meantime, I'm also looking for your support. So if you're looking for any kinds of certification, let me know in the comment section as well. So I'm here to help you to achieve your goal, and also, in the meantime, you can fill this form for me. I will be more than happy to let you know that any questions. Okay, and also there is one more thing I want to mention you is if you are the classes are running pretty soon, so hopefully you guys will join that. And if you are looking for one-on-one sessions, I am here. And if you're looking for the group sessions, I am here as well, whatever you want it. So I already post in the chat session. So if you are looking for the training, so go ahead and fill that training for me. And also I will post to my audience. So I'm gonna do to my audience here. So I will let you know. And then also if you are, new and then you don't want to continue chat in the, you can also join the Discord channel as well. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Anyway, so welcome to episode number 52 today. So we will go ahead and wherever we left over yesterday. So what I'm gonna do is the little bit disclaimer here. So if you want like any, don't try to ask any stupid questions. Just want to make sure that okay, because I also want to respect the YouTube privacy and procedure guidelines, whatever it is. So yeah, it's the fun stuff today. All right. Anyway, so now what I'm gonna do is, since yesterday we did a couple of things, right? So we were able to download the Metasploit table 3 because this is the latest one, and that was updated in 2022. And we were able to done a lot of things in Metasploit table 2, and also we did Metasploit table, in the Metasploit table we did a lot of things like SQL ingestion, cross-site scripting, and then the machine itself is compromised as well. So we did a lot of things and we learned a lot of fun stuff. And if you want, so you can go ahead and check the recording as well. Some of the recording are available for only members. You can feel free to take a membership, and whenever you don't want to, you can remove the membership as well. So that will be easy for you. I do have the Metasploit table 3 today, and in the VMware workstation. And also we did a couple of tricks yesterday, since we want to make sure that we were able to import the file, vmdk file in the VMware workstation. Okay, so those are the things we did. Today we will go ahead and continue, and we also did yesterday with the mass scan and the net and map scanning. So we were like using the back and forth synchronization for the Metasploit table as well. So like couple of things, right? So we did a couple of things. So if you see right here, so we were able to successfully create the folder, and also in the folder we were able to put the vmdk file because it was not compatible with the VMware workstation. So we did a couple of tricks there, and then we were able to successfully run that on the nodes there. Okay. All right. So I believe. Okay. So there should be my webcam. What happened to my webcam? So let me check. Oops. So let me check my webcam. I have no idea what happened to webcam. Okay. So yes, the webcam should work. All right. So let me check. Okay. What? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's not fun. Okay. So let me go ahead and do one thing. It's supposed to be the webcam there. Okay. All right, so what I am gonna do is studio mode. Let me see in the studio mode. Yeah, I believe there should be something here, but I'll check that later on. So I believe it should be some of the settings. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that was not working. Anyway. Okay. So anyway, so we will go ahead and continue that. So I believe. Yeah, it should work though. Okay. So let me deactivate and reactivate. Still not working, huh? So let's see. Bigger video. Interesting. Yeah, it's supposed to work. True SP. Let's see. Let me open this one. Okay. So what I can do here is, all right, there you go. All right. Okay, so hopefully you guys are seeing me now. Yeah, sometimes is this, I don't know. Okay, so what I will do today is we will do more configuration things today, but in the coming Saturday I can show you more, how you can deep dive into the box itself. Okay, so and then the other way you can always come back and check it, whatever it is, right? So and I just want to make sure that you guys are good to go there. And in the meantime, I also want to make sure that double check, triple check the configuration. Okay, all right, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna close this one because and also I'm gonna power this on I do have the Kali machine as well here, and I want to power on this one as well. So make sure that you have Kali latest version. I also mentioned you how you can update and upgrade the Kali machine. So just make sure that you have the latest version of the Kali machine as well. Okay. So and then the other thing I want to mention you that if you're totally new to the IT world, let me know in the comment section, okay? Or in the chat session. So I'm really happy to help you on there to make sure that we are good to go there, okay? And then the and also whatever you have any questions, feel free to ask, because don't hesitate, okay? So if you hesitate, they will be behind. So okay, so okay, so let's go do it. So we were doing yesterday whatever we are doing yesterday. If you see right here, the sudo mass scan, and then the port to 65,535. So from starting 0. So even though if in the nmap we don't need necessarily put any kinds of the port, so it will automatically scan the port for us, okay? Yeah, so those are the things we did yesterday. And if you also see the the config file was saved for the mass scan, but it don't save the nmap. So if you want to save the file, output file, so you can always do greater sign by this way. So you can put output wherever you want it. So home, or if since this is the default location, you can put in the default location, or if you want to a specific location, you can do that as well. So so home, Kali, and you can say meta exploit dot nmap or text, okay? Text. So you can do either that way or this way, but it is really up to you. You can put the documentation in the cherry tree as well. So as we mentioned in the cherry tree, so cherry tree you can put a lot of screenshot, and you can put the node there. You can use different types of online platform if you want it, but it's really up to you however you want to put your node, because node section is really important while you're trying to do any kinds of penetration or exploitation, any vulnerability that you find in the network or in the system. So you have to put your nodes on the node session anywhere, because I have the cherry tree, so whatever you want it, so it's up to you, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close this one as well, because we are not currently using the burp suite as well, so I will keep close that. So and if you see some of the fun stuff here, so this is the 154 is our Metasploit 3 IP address, because we don't know the IP address, right? So I just want to make sure that what is the IP address, because so here's the thing. While you are trying to do any kinds of vulnerability testing or exploitation or pen testing, whatever you are trying to do over the network, so you have to make sure that the IP addresses are correct. Okay, if you are using different types of IP address, and then you are constantly scanning different IP address, out of the scope IP address, that could be lead you to maybe someone will like watching their network, and you are constantly doing that pen testing to the wrong IP address, that might lead you something trouble. So that's what, make sure that IP address is correct, okay? And then also while you're trying to scope out, you need to make sure that what is your IP address scoped, and what is the IP address that are not on the scope. So you need to make sure that those are scanned, okay? All right, let's move forward. So I am gonna minimize this, okay? So and then once I minimize this, I will do one more thing here. So if you see right here, so what we did yesterday, was the so let me show you here. So what we did was what we can put here. So if you see dash, lowercase s and uppercase s, so this is the synchronization between the any machines. Okay, so any machine, that means if you are trying to because this is /24, it will scan whole 254 IP addresses. So it will go up to there, and then it will find the any kinds of information or any kinds of machines that are connecting back and forth. When let's say, for example, if the Nmap is sending the hello packet to the machine, and then if they get back a response, that will be synchronization, which is good handshake. So that's where you need to understand. Okay, so the other one you need to make sure that is, so that's okay, so that's lowercase s, and this is v. Okay, so this will be all the services that are running, you will find it, and you can filter it out, because I didn't filter here. I just want to make sure the whole network need to be scanned, because this is our 224/24 IP address, which is class C. And then by the way, if you don't know the class C, class B, class A IP address, you need to make sure that the IP address, there are like tons of IP address course, you need to take that. So, and then you can come back later, and you can also visit the recording, or you can watch the recording as well, whatever you prefer. Okay, so this is the sudo, and then nmap. So nmap is a tool, so it's come by default to from the Kali machine, so we don't need to necessarily install it. But if you want to use different types of IP scanning tools, you can use that as well. But MassScan is also one of them, and there are like tons of IP address scanner. Okay, all right. So this is what we did, and then this is the synchronization, and this is the service and the open ports, whatever it is. Okay, so once you hit enter, so you can find that. Okay, so let's find out the IP address while it's scanning. You can do the same thing in the mass scan as well, but it won't make you can scan the port specific if you want it. But if you are not confirmed with the port or IP addresses, you need to put the whole port number 0 to 65,535. Okay, and then if you see now in the our left session, so if you see, this is the synchronization and then version, service version. So if you come back here, so you will see, so we're not coming back into 1, so not 2. If you go a little further down, you'll see 154. So 1 and 2, 168.35.154 is our actual target, because we know that was the Ubuntu one of the server. Okay, and then this is a good stuff, right? Now we know the IP address. So currently, so let me clarify you. Currently, we are only discovering the information. We are gathering information, and then we will move forward with the next step, which is the post exploitation. Whatever we find in the information gathering step, so you need to focus on the post exploitation. Okay, so that's what now we are currently doing. The we're just collecting the information for the target machine or network. Okay, so now we know 154 is our IP address, so the target IP address. Now we know that in the target machine there is a 21 port is open, 22 port is open, 80 port is open. If you see TCP, which is transport control protocol, so this is the TCP. So it was TCP. If you see the UTP, so this is the TCP. Okay, so UDP is the difference, so it will broadcast everywhere, but TCP is current handshake to the tunnel to tunnel. All right, so now 445 is open. Likewise, if you see multiple here. All right, so and then we also know that the Metasploit table 3 username, and then the operating system is Linux, and this is the Linux kernel. Okay, so now we know the target IP address, and you can remove this now. So 154. Okay, so if you see 154, you can now scan more precisely. Okay. So I can close this out because we don't necessarily use the mass scan now. So, but if you prefer, you can use that. All right. All right. So now let's go ahead and do what? So we already scanned this one, and we know that there's like a multiple port are open. So we'll go through 21, 22, port 80, and so on. Okay. So again, so if you have any questions, feel free to put in the chat session. So I will more than happy to answer those questions for you. And if you're also looking for any kinds of training, certification training, so I'm more than happy to help you on that as well. And then we have the group sessions, so online group sessions, so you don't necessarily log in to or on-prem, so you don't have to be in the location, so you can do online as well. Okay, all right, anyway. So let's do one thing now. So this is the IP address now, right? So our target now is starting from 21. So what I'm gonna do is more precise there. So I will put the first thing we will try to get in the box. So our goal is that, right? So and then we will move forward whatever it is there. Okay. All right. So now the goal is let me open the new terminal here. So once you open the new terminal, what you can try is you can try to telnet, okay, to telnet to the 154 IP address. So 154 is our telnetting IP address for the Metasploit table. So 21. So let's see how it goes. Okay. So okay, so let's see if there is any kinds of trying to be more creative. Invalid command. Okay, so what I can try. So so we can try command line interface, and then we can try this one. So you can say so you can just maybe like more creative means we need something else here. So you can do site cpto copy to, right, /etc and then password PASSWD. Okay, so and then let's see how it is. Okay. So bad sequence, so that means it is not correctly working. What you can try now is so we can do again site and CPFR. Okay, so and then we'll copy paste that exactly, etc/PASSWD. Okay, so file or directory is this ready to destination name. Interesting. So now so we already get this file, right? So it is there. So now it is asking for the location. Cool. So you can do site and CP copy to. So copy to where you want to do is var and the www and HTML and the, let's say for example, test.php. Okay. Or that's fine, we can do test.php. Okay. So you can do that. So let's see how it behaves. Okay, so hit enter. Dang, we were able to successfully copy the file without any password. If you see it, we try to log in by using the skip character. So and then this is cool stuff, right? So we will do, what we can do is let me do one thing. So the file is copied, right? So been over in ADC password. So you can do is the let's try to access this one. Okay, so let's see, and you can do 154 first, right? So 154 is refusing. Okay, so now do HTTP and this. Okay, still not. And then what we can do here is, so let's see, test.php, right? Okay, so are we able to, okay, let's see, HTTP and this, right? So, okay. So it's refusing the proxy. So I don't think we are using proxy, but let's see, guys. Sometimes, like maybe some of the configuration that was left from our last configuration, maybe. So we'll go general and we will go to the network settings, and we don't want that right now, and then do the auto detect. Okay, so let's see now. Okay, there we go. So this is the file that was copied over. Okay, so this is the test.php that we currently copied from this one. So if you see right here, so currently, the login was successful and we were able to see that. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, this is the file that was copied here. Okay, so www.html test.php. So that's what we tried it. So now let's go to the here, and we will try to find this specific version. So if there's any kinds of vulnerability, but we'll see. Okay, so let's copy this and let's run the Metasploit table. Okay, sudo msf console. So msf console is the database where it is automation, right? So it is the firmware console. They have multiple automation, so you don't necessarily manually put your like coding to pass that information to the different server. Okay, so this is automated, so there's like all kinds of modules are right there, so you can try that without any modification. So that's what a Metasploit table does. And also if you want to more Metasploit table, so you can also find in the internet. So there's like multiple way you can try to log in with a Metasploit table. Okay, so all right, so now what I am gonna do here is search. Okay, search, and remember we copied, right, and pasted clipboard here, and we'll try to find anything that matches. Okay, so now we know that it is matching, right? That's interesting. All right, so now what I will do is, while you are asking questions, feel free to ask anything. Okay, but in the meantime, just remind yourself, sometimes it is community guidelines, so you need to make sure that those are the words or topic that need to be added here. Okay, so just make sure that, so don't worry. Okay, yeah, so sometimes it is really funny. All right, anyway, so now what I'm gonna do is, the interesting fact fun. So and then let me go ahead and do is, so you can use 0, okay, use 0, right? Or if you want more prefer, so you can use and put it this one, copy and paste it here. Okay, 0 is easier for me, and we'll see. You can do info here, so it will be, it will provide you the information that are, description, so what it does or whatever, this reference, or what the basic options they are, and then all those things. So, and then available target machine, this is the exact match, so which is good. Okay, so and then those are the basic commands that need to be configured here. So if you are putting any kinds of information that it need to be matched here. Okay, all right, so now let's go ahead and do show options. So options is kind of similar to this one, so it will be more here. Okay, so options, and we will go ahead and check that out for us. So payload options is by default, we don't need anything. And then L host is a listening host, which is our Kali mission IP address, and then L port is 444 because that is by default. So I'm not gonna change that, but I'm gonna more interested on this one here. If you see on the top right here, so if you see required, you need to put this one. It needs to be, if you see no here, you don't need that. Okay, so I'm not gonna put any vhost, and I'm going to put the SSL. I'm not gonna need a proxy. So what I'm gonna do is our host, which is remote host, which is our Metasploit table 3 IP address. Okay, so that means you can do set our host and 192.168.35.154, right? Because that is our IP address, and you can do that and options. Once you hit in options, you will see immediately that was the IP address, our target, right? And then this is need to be set. If you don't try it, if you don't set and then you try it, it will may work. It may not work. Okay. All right. So you can do run basically, and we'll see anything that comes in a failure copying is PSP payload to website directory not writable. Okay. So that is interesting. So, but we can try the other way. So what I can try is, let's see, we can use a Python maybe. So site path, right? So we can try that, or maybe payload that we can use. But yeah, let's see if there is any payload that we can find here. So we can do here is payload. So payload. Okay, so we can see the payload, whatever it is here. You can use this. So yeah, this is the Unix one. I believe this should be working. Okay, let me copy this, right? And you can try other one as well, but it's more convenient, so this will be here. SSL and the Python SSL, I'm not gonna do that, so I'm just using the Python one. Okay, so you can do set payload, so and then copy that payload here. Okay, and hit enter, and you can do show options one more time. So now you will see a little bit different here. So here, okay, so you will see the reverse Python. So now you are good to go. And also if you see here, there is the bin SSH, okay, SH, which is the script. So so I'll do that, and I will wait for the other one. Hold on. Okay, my mouse is acting weird. Okay. All right, so now you should be good to go, and you will be you can do run now. Okay, still okay. So what I can try now, okay, so what I can try is boom boom boom. Okay, so what I can try, let's try to use different site path. Maybe we can use that, right? So maybe HTML that we've tried it. Let's set the site path. Okay, site path, which is remember we put the var www and the HTML. Okay, HTML. So let's see. Okay, now run. Yeah, here we go. So sending the copy command to FTP server, and the file was already deleted. So if you see it, and the command cell is here now. Okay, cool. So you can do ID here. So now you will see we are here in the www data, and GID is group ID and group is www data. So this is fun stuff, right? Okay. All right. So all right, so this is good stuff here. So we are in the computer already. So maybe we can do IP address. Let's see. Yeah. So 192.168.35.154. So this is the location we did. If you see, so this is the var www.html. So we put the test.php here, and then we were able to successfully gain the access. Cool. Any questions while I'm doing this one? So yeah, feel free to ask any questions while I'm doing so. And also don't forget to like, share, subscribe, guys. I'm here to help you. Okay, so we are almost like 38 minutes, so feel free to jump in for the chat session. So I'm here to help. Okay, and also if you're looking for any kinds of training, feel free to visit my website and then go to apply. You can apply there as well, or you can just fill this Google form where I put in the chat. So whatever you prefer, so just do that for me and I'll get back to you. Okay, and also if you're looking for any kinds of cybersecurity courses or trainings, let me know. So this channel is more to the networking and cybersecurity and ethical hacking. So I'm here to help you more. Obviously, you can also do every Friday and Saturday I go live 10:30 a.m. in the morning from the Pacific time. So since I'm here in the California, I want to make sure that you guys join to the live session every Saturday and Sunday. And also you can join the Discord channel as well. We have almost like 36 people in the Discord channel, and feel free to ask any questions to the peers and whatever it is. Okay, all right. So anyway, so now we will go ahead and jump into to the Metasploit table here. So if you see the Metasploit table, we try to use the one of the FTP server connection back and forth, and also we were able to did some of the fun stuff in the with the port 21. So in the port 21 session, what we did was we tried to telnet, right, 192.168.35.154, and that is a 21 port. All right, so and then what we did was we tried to do site copy to this one, right, because this I believe we don't have the full blown of the overriding file. So that was the bash sequence command. So, and then we tried different copy command for that is overriding. And then we use the copy to version to this location, and then we were able to successfully get the copy, even though we didn't put any kinds of password here. So we tried it, but it was we tried blank password, it was not working. So we come back here and that visited. Okay, yeah. And the other thing I want to make sure that while you're trying to do the MSF console, make sure that you are properly putting your effort to set the information here. So if you see here, we put the R host, and we also put the port R port, which is the remote port, and R host is a remote host, which is our Metasploit table 3. And we also put our site path, which is var www, and then the HTML. Okay, so if you go a little bit further down, we get the failure. So, and then what we change here is we change the site path with a var www, and then the HTML. All right, so, and we were able to, once we copy the, it's not the copied, but is the more on the site, because remember, we know that this is the location that was overridden, and we know that this is our file that we can copy successfully, means that we can also override to the file location. So, and then we were able to run, if you see, and then it was the sending command to FTP server, and this was the payload that was executed to the remote host with the www and the HTML. So this is the file that was here, and it was deleted. And then after that, we were able to successfully get the host access, and we did ID, and we were able to successfully see the group ID and group name, and then the data file. So this kind of stuff. And then we also did the IP address, and we were able to see our IP address for the Metasploit table. So that means we are close enough to get more information, which is really, really great. Okay, so yeah, I'm here to help you guys. Any questions, feel free to ask me. Okay, all right, so let's move forward. So so what we can try now is if you remove this, let's see what happened, right? So okay, so we know that this might be different. It is interesting. So even though I didn't do anything, guys, like, I'm curious, what if we do 21, right? So remove that. What if we try to access this? Okay, so, oh wait, please enter your name. Cyber and enter. Okay. Ooh, oh my god, you guys, what is that? So hello. Okay, now we got that. So that means let's go ahead and exit this, because I don't want that. Let me remove that, and we'll see more stuff here. So maybe some of the payroll PSP, right? It looked like payroll app. Okay, so that was modified on 2020 and 2026, because this is our test file that we put it there. So that's why it was showing here. Yeah, it is interesting, but we can definitely try to use the settings here, and we need to reverse back our settings. Reverse back our settings for the manual configuration, and click OK. And then just make sure that you have proxy configured. So if you are not familiar with the proxy, go ahead and check my last video as well. And let's open the Barb suite now. So yeah, I mean, this is the fun stuff. This is a little bit harder because we already mentioned that we went over the basic one. So now we are moving a little bit to the harder one. So that's what, you know, we were able to do that, and then we were able to successfully gain the access to the machine itself. And now we are leaning towards the application side. Okay. All right. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions. Okay. All right. So now what I can try is interesting. Yeah, that's kind of interesting for me. So I believe okay, so what I can try is, let's go ahead and do the Barb suite. So Barb suite is the I'm currently using the community edition. So but you can get the enterprise version as well if you want, but currently I'm only using the community, which is free version. So you can get the paid one as well if you want it. For my project, I'm fine with the community edition. So, but it's really up to you. But if you're you know if you're trying more to the enterprise version, so you can try that as well. Okay. So what we will do here, remember we have the proxy and we have the repeater, so we will heavily use this one. And also I already mentioned some of the, you know, example in the my last video as well, since we did the same thing for the Metasploit table 2. So so go ahead and check that video as well if you want it. And if you need more settings here, you can, you know, if you see the proxy list, so we have the proxy list here and the repeater. So these are the repeater settings if you want to change it, but this is really up to you. I'm not gonna change anything. And then the other way you can do we'll use this heavily, so I'm only focusing this one right now. And also if you can check the network settings if you want it, or whatever you want it, so it's up to you. Okay. And then the project settings, if you want to use any kinds of cookie settings, you can do that as well, or you can use the macros or the and also you can do the a lot of fun stuff here. So yeah, I mean, you can reset the API whatever you want it, but I'm not going to go to details, so I can close this out for now. All right. So okay, so now since we already know that we turn on the Barb suite settings, and we need to do here is the intercept on. Okay. If you need to pass that information to the different one, so you need to always remember that you need to try to intercept on if you need to monitor here. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn on this one, and let's go ahead and refresh. So if you see, the request is gonna send to the server now, because this is the request and this is the type is HTTP and method, so we will try to get that server. And if you see multiple requests here, you can drop here, there's a drop down, and move forward with a forward all, and then you can forward that all. Okay. And then if you don't want to send that request to the server, you can always drop. Okay, so let me show you how you can drop it. Click on drop, you may not work. Okay, and it should be back. So forward, and it go back. So and then you can remove this, and you will see the request is done, and then I'm forwarding that request, and you will see the result here. Okay, yeah, it is fun. So just FYI. So you can try to click on that in the PSP. So you can send to repeater. If you right click on this, you can send to repeater, right? So once you send the repeater, so we will see, you can close this one, so we don't need that. If you see right here the cookies, we are passing that information, and if we forward that, so you'll see login payroll here. So, and then if we refresh one more time, so it will be here, so you can forward that, so we'll see that. And let's do one more thing, and then send to, oops, not that sequence, sorry, remove. Right click and send the repeater, and once you send the repeater, you will see the payroll here. Right, and you can forward that. Okay, so it will be here, but let's see what we can change here. So let's go ahead and send this request to here, and once you see 200 OK, which means the requester is accepting the information. And if you see, there's a password, there's a text for the user, and the password name is password, click value is OK. Okay, so that is pretty much simple there. And so you can try this one is really hard, guys. Just make sure that you understand. Okay, all right, so we will go ahead and do for the question session. So we are almost like 51 minutes from now, so we have 9 minutes left, 8 minutes more. Okay, so we will go ahead and check that out for you. All right, so that could be the questions and answer sessions. I'm waiting for your questions, and yeah, feel free to ask any questions if you have. All right. Okay, so now what I am gonna do is okay, so so it could be some of this stuff we need to change. So let's see which one is better to change it. Okay, so what I can try here is admin, right? So we'll try admin, and we will send that request to the proxy now. So I'm going to click OK. So forward to repeater and forward. All right, so now interesting, there's admin, interesting. Click send, and yeah, it's first name, last name, salary, all those things. We were able to see it. Interesting. Yeah, we'll see now. There will be more fun, guys. Okay, so we're passing admin password. Okay, so that's admin, so we are just using admin and admin. Okay. All right. All right, so yeah, I'm waiting for your questions if we have it. So let me know in the comment section. Okay. All right. So at least we don't see any data here. So but this could be fun. Okay. So the fun stuff, we will do it. So So at least we know that this is the agent that are sending. So if you see the, but this is the web request, and this is the application. So that means we are finding the referral here, and then the original is this, right? And then the cookie is that. So, which is fun. So now we can try to find the SQL, okay? So we'll see if there's any kinds of database. We will try to find it. But we will continue to our next session. All right. So in our next session, we will do SQL map. Okay. So and then we'll find more database to get that in the our core session. Okay. All right. So let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. And if not, then I will wait for like 4 more minutes and we will go from there. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask right now. Okay. All right. So this is fun. I really like it. Yeah, to be honest, like it is really fun for me. All right. Okay, so if I'm expecting questions from you guys, but I don't see any questions, so that's fine, but we'll move forward. So we'll try to trick it here. So I don't know if there's anything I can try. So maybe we can try to change this somewhere here. So let this 30, so which is fine. I mean, what if we try 41 or 42? Okay, so let's send that. Okay, pretty. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that is there. 42 maybe. Right, so that's the beauty of this, right? Yeah, it's changed to 30, so that's fine. But we can try connection live here. Cookie session is that. And what if we try this as underscore JavaScript equals to 1. I'm just trying to do some of the, trying to how we can try to get there. So if we click on raw, so you'll see something here. Keep alive, which is good, so that's fine. Yeah. So click OK, which is, we can also try, if we click on there, you can put some of the, sequence number or encoder or decoder, so that will be helpful in your future long run. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. All right, thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you coming Saturday 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, and then we will enjoy our map SQL, so which is the map SQL connection to the Kali machine for the Metasploit table. So we will do the next lesson for that. I hope you guys enjoy a lot, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much.